Alright, so this video, I'm gonna go ahead and do a run through raids. Yeah, I do on this one. Crab Puzzle, Tecton, Skeletal Mystics, Nudels, Guardians, Ice Demons, so it's a pretty easy raid. As long as I don't mess up my crab room, which I usually do. Currently, this is the gear I'm running. Garbs of Subjugation, basically just Arams. Sang Staff, Ancient Wyvern Shield, Occult. For shortcuts here, you usually only want to be doing the boulders, not the mining or the chopping or any of that. First room is Skeletal Mystics. I'm gonna need a Salve Amulet and put on all this stuff. There we go. These you basically just AFK. And T-Bow makes it really nicer. There are some spots though where Blowpipe would be better, but for this I'm just using T-Bow just to save inventory space. Although actually for these two, you don't always have to bring Tacet. Sometimes you just want to bring the BCP, and then you just completely ignore Tacets, and you always have these on for like if you're meleeing. You have your magic bottoms on. Just because it doesn't make that huge of a difference. So that guy's dead. Solos, you're always gonna have 3 of these guys. Sometimes you're gonna have to eat, sometimes they could hit pretty high. Like here, I'm gonna eat probably after this. I usually don't have to eat during this room. Usually you want to eat after, depending on how much damage you take. And always make sure to grab your flasks after you drop them. Alright, there we go, he's dead. On this, put back on my torture, move this here. Eat up, depending, what's the next room? Tectons, yeah, I'm definitely got to eat up a bit. Mainly just because starting Tecton can be rough sometimes. Such a quick prayer, set that up. Make sure you're on Crush. Get Super Combat up. Use both Dragon Warhammer specs here. There we go. Get him set up. Oh. There we go. Now it's set up. Nope, never mind, I lied. Come on, turn. There we go. Now you just have to run between 2 spots on the corners. If you really want to be efficient here, then you can always bring an Elder Maul if you know that there's going to be Tecton. But you usually just want to bring the equivalent of a Hosta. So here is Dragon Hunter Lance, which its base stats are slightly worse than a normal Hosta, Zamorakian Hosta. However, it's really good for Ulm due to him being a dragon. Alright, hopefully we kill him before he gets there. Should be able to. Oh, come on. Ah. Usually I can get him before that. For this, you just want to run between 2 spots that are 2 spaces away from where they're going to land. They land every couple seconds. Alright, so now Tecton is enraged. Oh, that was bad. I did not put up my prayers. So he always drops a bunch of overloads, as well as a prayer enhance and a revitalization. So here I'm gonna have to drink up because I forgot to put back on my prayer. Grab prayer enhance. May as well take a sip of the overload, drop it. Grab another just because he drops so many. Grab revitalization. Actually, I don't need all these brews, so I'm just gonna sip this a couple times and grab back an overload just to use during the raid. Although, of course, you usually just want to grab everything as fast as possible. Alright, crab room, my favorite. Sometimes it goes well, sometimes it doesn't. Really depends how I'm feeling. So for this, we're gonna, we'll just go and do this one first. We're gonna smash that so it doesn't get in the way. Quickly run this over here. Ah. Bounced over there. Go re-smash him. Go here, make sure he's red. You always want red for blue because it's melee. This one here is gonna be ranged because it's purple. Just gonna re-smash him. Grab this crab here, drop this so I could actually wield my T-bow. And shoot him there. Go back. Oh, no, messed it up. Just not paying attention. So yeah, sometimes things like that can happen here in this room. Smash these so they don't get in the way. So you don't want to mess it up like that. Ooh, got it last second. So now for these two, I'm gonna need these two unsmashed, so I gotta wait for those, which kind of, it's unfortunate. I should have only smashed one of them to make sure one of them didn't get in the way. I'm just gonna re-smash him, see if he doesn't get in the way. And there we go, it's not too bad. Black is always gonna be white, which is always the most tedious one typically, especially if it's a 3 bounce like this. 3 bounces are just really annoying to do for black, because you have to make sure you don't smash them too early, but also not too late. For this one, gotta do this, see if I can do this real quick. Come on. Ah, couldn't get it. It's fine though. It'll get them, because these guys still got a little bit more time for smash, and that's the last one. So just go make sure your inventory's all set up. Make sure you don't forget your stamina, like I almost just did yet again. Done that multiple times before and had to waste minutes getting back my stamina because I'm like out of run energy and have to run all the way back there without stamina. In ICOV though, obviously we do have flasks, which is could definitely make it a bit easier. At least it makes no preps easier is the main thing. Because you don't have to worry nearly as much about prepping as you would in a normal raid. Then this here's the good old ice demon. Go and put on this stuff. Leave T-bow there to save a spot. Drop a bunch of potions here. Go back, grab these two. And now you just gotta AFK some woodcutting. This right here is probably going to be a bit slower than what I'm used to. It is a 6 room instead of 5, as well as I'm taking more time than I usually do for this. Oh, stop looking. That was weird. Usually with this amount of inventory space, I believe I typically need 4 of these to get them fully. Maybe even, actually only 3 would do, but it would be a bit slower. So usually just to make it faster and just to be safe, I do 3 or 4. I'm gonna do 1 more after this and it should be enough. Alright, come over here, drop the axe, don't need that anymore. I'm gonna drop the tinderbox as soon as I light this, and try to pick up as many potions as I can before I have to fight him. I'll quickly change that, just so I don't have to worry about changing it to it last second. I don't want to re-overload here too mid-fight. Also, change up my inventory space, I don't like this, it's ugly. Here you just have to constantly pray range so you don't get ice barrage, which doesn't make sense, but it's how this boss works. Pray range and then just move between 2 tiles. Is it's a 3x3 radius. Although obviously if you had to blow pipe, you would be able to like blow pipe it 3 or 4 times but between moving spots. But for T-bow, it's like perfectly just 1 attack per spot, and then you just move right after. Come on. Oh wait, I didn't re-overload, that's why. That makes a lot of sense. I was wondering why I was hitting so many zeros. Low numbers. Here I'd probably say blowpipe is definitely better though. Just T-bow is only better in like a few areas in Raids 1. It's actually nice to bring both a T-bow and a blowpipe if you want to be really efficient. Just because rooms like this, however, T-bow is typically better for you could get 1 extra attack at Ulm while perfectly running Ulm on the very last phase, as well as it's really good for Vasa to do the timing and just straight up the pure damage you can hit on him. It's ridiculous. So here, first part, obviously gotta drop potion, wield that, pray magic, and have rigor on. Try not to get meleeed. Lag there a bit. It's gonna eat from the tree. Tree's not that big of a deal with this. Don't really have to chop it down. Then you'd have to bring up axe just to do mutadials. It's not really worth it. Small guy's not a big issue. And then for a big guy, this is why I got the Ancient Wyvern Shield. It's slightly better than the Arcane. But it also has the special to freeze, which is really useful. So second phase, prey range, sit in the safe spot. Can't hit you. Once he gets to about 50%, you want to freeze him, because he's going to try to go to the tree. You can definitely take quite a bit of damage here, which is really annoying. So swap here, operate. There we go. It's frozen. I probably have to move here, otherwise he's not going to be in the safe spot anymore because I was a little bit too late on it. I don't believe you could ever hit him like that, because when he's still like trying to get to the tree, he's still invulnerable, so you can't get him there. Swap back to this stuff. This raid was a little bit unnecessary. I got both Mutals and Tecton, which is not needed in any sense. Especially Mutadials aren't worth it. If anything, you should just do Tecton if you can. I don't need this many prayer potions, so I'm just gonna drink a couple of this. Move that there, move that there. Got an extra prayer enhance here, may as well. And actually, oh, we don't need another overload. We could just drop that if we really wanted to. Just be his next Guardians, and it shouldn't take over 2 minutes to do. Push Boulder, because this one actually is a lot quicker than other shortcuts, as well as it gives you points. All shortcuts do, but usually the other shortcuts just take way too long to do. Like I was mining one of the rocks, for example, just to test it out, and it's just ridiculous. It takes like 2 minutes to do. So here I have Crystal Pickaxe, just slightly better than Dragon Pickaxe. Do this, lock one top forward to save energy, and just time your attacks, where you know you can attack them next. Otherwise, if you do something like this, then you're just walking towards them and getting no damage done. You have to run back anyway, so you're wasting more energy by doing that. And you're overall likely going to lose out on damage by doing set thing. Yeah, this raid's definitely going to be a bit slower. It's 14 minutes already. I haven't gotten Ulm yet. Usually I want to try to get Ulm within around 13 minutes. Usually a good time. Although because I do have Mutadials and I messed up a Tecton, I have a lot less restore, or a lot less bruise than I usually do. I usually have nearly full bruise by Ulm, but it's fine. I usually only use a couple there anyways. There we go. And next up is the final boss, Ulm. Just fix up the inventory a bit. But I don't lag too bad today, Ulm. I was lagging earlier, which kind of messes it up pretty bad. Sure, I'm on lunge on this. Set quick prayers to this, magic and piety. I need a re-overload here too. Arceus on this side. Probably shouldn't have spec guardians there with the pick because this time I actually it was like right before Ulm. Slipped the time a bit. I have to just reset this. Just keep running between these tiles. Susie turns head. Okay. Yeah. I'm in a bad spot right now with this timing. This should be fine now. There we go. Whenever you damage him, you run to, for Mage-Hand, whenever you damage him from this tile, you want to run to this tile. If you don't, you're going to want to run all the way over to this tile. And you have to be sure. Like here, I didn't damage him, so I have to run back to this tile. Usually you're going to lose out on the hit if you don't hit him that on this tile. Again. Let's run all the way over here. Attack him on the way. Run back as soon as he turns head. Have to get to about this spot here. Yeah, I messed up as I was trying to explain. You have to get to about this spot here when you're running back before you can attack him. Basically the one between these two tiles. Yeah, I messed up the timing. That one I have to pray range against. You don't want to wait for him to turn head. Reset cycle. There we go. Run back. So if you do Mage Hand properly, you literally take 0 damage. You don't even have to pray against it. Especially since I'm trying to explain things while doing this, I'm gonna want to constantly be praying Mage. I want to actually change that over there. Obviously having tiles marked is really useful. Don't have to constantly worry about whether or not you stepped in the right area. Alright, now I can attack him because I got past that area. Run back, and I'm about to have to kill melee hand here. If I hit him, alright, yep. So now what I want to do here is go like this. Try to set up 4-1. Did teleporter attack, so I kind of have to wait here so I could actually properly set it up. So here I'm going to want to set up here. Oh, he did acid. You can acid walk and take like no damage, but it's really difficult to do. That's why acid phase is kind of rough for 4-1 melee. So here, just set it up and go wait for him to turn. Go over here. This style. Go over here just in case if he does crystals. Pop. Did portal again, so I have to reset it. Setting up 4-1 is really annoying sometimes due to the portals. Come on, turn head. Did double attacks, which means I'm now on 4-1 once I run over here. Gonna drink Stand Few. 1. I guess stay here for 3 because it takes 3 attacks if portal's close enough, and then you could just run over there and you're good. Should turn head here in a second. Now. Yep. And there we go. Pray range again. Oh, just realized my timing of these two were off. Used to potting those at the same time. Just make sure you run out of these. In between phases is basically just free time. So we'll drink that. So now I just get spawn. And this one's crystal phase. So I'm gonna do that, then run all the way over here. May as well attack him once here. Got a re-stamina. And there we go. Now we're running Mage Hand. Usually it's actually really nice since you have to spec in the beginning of each phase, is literally just stand on that tile, spec him, wait for his head to turn, and then run all the way over here while like switching to your mage gear. That one I missed out on attack, I wasn't paying attention. Should have attacked him there. Or for a third phase, which I'll show here in a second once I finish this phase, since you have to spec him twice, you have to do it slightly differently. If you want to avoid all damage there. Because otherwise you could get specialed and everything, and if you get bad RNG with the normal hits, then he could hit you for a decent amount. Usually safe to hit to just sit around 50 HP though. It's really hard to die at that HP, so get really unlucky. Plus Sang Staff can heal me, but it's all RNG based. Oh, whoops. Set one up a bit. Didn't hit him, so I'm just gonna go all the way over there. Hit him once here. Hit him as soon as he turns head. Gonna turn over there left because I hit it. Gonna turn once again all the way left. So I stop there. Go back over here. Do that. So first two phases, you just want to kill Mage Hand first. Otherwise, if you don't, then the melee hand is just going to get crippled every single time you try to attack it, pretty much. It just won't let you attack it half the time. So it's really annoying if you don't kill Mage Hand first. And Mage Hand is usually the easiest one to do, because 4-1 is kind of difficult setup sometimes. So here, just to make it easy on myself, I'm going to run over here all the way back to first tile. As soon as he turns, I'm going to attack. I'm going to move to this tile as soon as I see the XP drop. Over here, the reason why I walk back one space at this tile is because if he does the crystal attack, like that one that he just did right there, I would dodge it. It doesn't matter if he does it after I do the second attack because I'm running over here anyways. So here's lightning. Gonna run through this. You do it properly. Nope, messed it up there. So here I'm just gonna wait this out. Get the portal done with. Deal with that. Go over here. Just gotta turn. Oh, no, never mind. Mistimed it. Away from attack. There we go. I'm just gonna eat that if I have to. There we go. Dodge that. You have to walk through those at the right time. 1, 2 attacks here. Run back here. Oh, and portal again. That's unlucky. Portal kind of messes up the whole timing, but it's fine. Turns there. It's fine. It's about that anyways, but still good to practice 4-1. Yeah, I was in the good timing there anyways because he turned his head as soon as I attacked the hand there. And here I'm going to want to double spec it, which is slightly different. I'll show you that's done. Let's raid this kind of SCUFFED. Never tried talking before while doing a raid, so I'm messing up all the timing. So, here's is gonna be what you're gonna do if he does it properly this time. Do this. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Messed up. There we go. Ah. Get it. Alright, that's fine. But anyways, what you're supposed to do is you attack him, wait for him to turn his... Oh gosh, that was so unlucky. I got a portal inside of Flame Wall, so I was forced to be in there either way. I would have gotten teleported in there. That was unfortunate. Just gonna go back to running Mage Hand. For last phase, gotta repot this. Yeah, I messed that up. I didn't run all the way over there that time because I missed. So that time he got a free hit on me because his head was turned in the middle and I was in the middle area. It's basically just zoned off depending on where he's looking. There are some maps to show how it works exactly. So didn't hit again, make sure you run all the way over here. 37 HP is still pretty safe. Get stuck in Flame Wall, which is why you always want to be running around. Didn't even realize it was Flame Phase until then. Flame Phase, you're gonna basically always gonna want to be running around, even if you get like Portal. Wait till last second to go to the portal. And you'll get used to the timing of portals pretty quick, like as of what when they activate. Sometimes if you get lucky and if you get trapped in a flame wall, then you might get a portal right after, or like right before it. And it'll spot or teleport you out of it, which you'll still take damage from the portal. But it will literally always be less than flame wall. The wall does a lot of damage to you. Obviously, I'm not going to want to actually kill this hand. I don't want to get it low, but then work on melee hand and then kill it first, because melee hand can heal itself based off your attacks. So usually like to get anywhere from like, probably like 8% or lower is pretty safe so you don't kill it. Like here. Alright, I'm just gonna go over here. Time this. 1, 2. He did those crystals, but it's fine. Oh, messed it up. Alright, whoops. Yeah, I messed up that time in there. I have to wait for him to turn head. Come on. There we go. Always go to that spot just in case. I hit a 0 there, so he actually turned his head early. It's fine. Just stay in the same cycle and it'll work. Also, another way to dodge crystals in case if he spawns them under you. So actually, I'll show you. Just to go to this. You just run over here. They'll spawn him and then you dodge in there. I'll keep doing that and see if he actually spawns him. So that's another way to do it. So you don't have to be on the spawn until your second attack. That one I messed up. Alright, it's fine. It's almost dead. Portal's gonna be here. Free range against this. Ah, that's unfortunate. Thought I could kill in time. And now he's healing the hand, which is what I mean. A heal can severely mess you up. But since I want points, I'm gonna still hit it anyways. There, I messed up. Like, I allowed for the crystals to be where I had to be for that second attack. And therefore it stopped me from staying in 4-1 cycle. I just killed a mage hand. Just run around. That's a rare. I don't really have to run at this point. And now switch to range gear. Make sure I'm actually healed, not 1 HP. Just go over here. So this is something that I want to show. Which is, for T-Bow, you T-Bow on the edges as he turns his head. Or just before he turns his head, actually. And then in the middle, you would blowpipe. Because otherwise, if you try to do it with a T-Bow, it won't work properly. These here you want to stand on, because otherwise it'll heal Olm. It'll heal Olm for however much damage it does to you, which is about usually 20 something. So with T-Bow, you want to damage it once there. With Blowpipe, you'd hit it once here, and then you go back over here and damage it once with T-Bow as he's turning the head and run back, Blowpipe, and then swap back to T-Bow here, hit it with T-Bow, Blowpipe, T-Bow. So you can definitely make this phase a bit quicker if you have Blowpipe, or basically avoid a lot more damage. Because otherwise, if you have T-Bow, if you want to have maximum damage with it, you have to just eat attacks. Can't really properly run him. You can make him turn his head every once in a while, of course. But if you want to get maximum damage from this, here, I'll show you. Actually, no, I'll show you. Yeah, see? So if I don't step on that, then just healed him for 23 and took 23 HP from me. I'm still fine on healing. Been a kind of scuffed Olm, but it's fine. These you always want to pray against. Purple's magic, green is range, and red is melee. And it will always drain some of your prayer points as he does the attack. And obviously you want to still try to dodge these crystals. Or if you just want to purely blowpipe, then you just do something here. Hold on. You basically just attack, click, click, and just keep moving one spot at a time. A couple spots at a time as you do it. And sadly didn't get anything. Don't want to die by those. But that is a run. It wasn't too slow. Still sub 30.